Hello, friends, and welcome to my channel. Today, I would like to give you a tour, a house tour. I did decorate for fall, and I would like to share with you how I did it. If I'm honest with you, I find it's way too early to decorate for fall. For me, I find it's too early. It's so nice and warm outside, and here I am decorating for fall. The reason I did now, I was doing kind of deep cleaning and I thought, let me get out my fall decor and I place it. Also, last year, I decorated at the same time. And the reason is I did last year because I was flying back to UK for 6 weeks. So I thought, might as well let me decorate when I come back in October. At least the house will be nice and cozy for fall. And it worked well. However, this year I find it's a bit too early, but it is what it is. So next year I'm going to do probably mid September. I'm not going to do that early. I did decorate the entire house and I'm going to give you a tour, but I didn't decorate the balcony. And the reason is I don't want my neighbors to roll their eyes, thinking, my God, what a silly woman putting pumpkins in mid of summer. So I'm going to leave for later. For time being, I'm enjoying my fountain and my plants, my little vegetable garden. So it's good for now. In the house, I did place some pumpkins here and there. Otherwise, the place is ready, and let me take you around. Let me know in the comments when you start to decorate for fall. As you know, I'm not minimalist, I'm maximalist. I like my little things. So let me take you around. This is the dining room. That's how it looks now. I did place some pumpkins here and there, not too many, because I have quite a bit in my wall unit. So I'll show you around in the dining room. This is my fall tablescape. Of course, when I'm going to have my kids over, I'm going to place a tablecloth. Probably I'll change the plates as well. But for time being, I thought, well, this will do. Simple flower arrangement. And in that corner, what I did, I had this painting from last year. I I'm keeping the lamps, even kind of they are too too white for for fall, but I don't have other lamps, so for time being I'm going to keep them. The gold globes, they have lights, so I'm keeping them over there as well. And this textured painting I did myself over a month ago. So I thought, well, there is a blue sky in that painting, so they're kind of, related. This is one of my pumpkins I made out of doily. And these roses, I don't know if you remember them, they were on my coffee table, so I decided to place them here. Couple books as a riser. Again, this is one of my pumpkins. It's a gold, sparkly one. And not much here. It's just a scale between me and my daughter. We're like passing to each other, but I'm trying to eliminate some decor pieces because I have way too much. So I placed on marketplace. I have two people interested, so we'll see how it goes. I asked my daughter; she doesn't want. So it's a nice piece, but like I said, I have way too much. And these ones, I don't know if you remember from my last video, I painted um, the pears. Now the balcony I'm gonna decorate, but I'm gonna decorate probably in September. So I'll leave as it is for now, and I'm gonna decorate. Here is my beautiful view. Again, this vase I did share in my last video how I made. Basically, I applied compound and randomly layers and layers of paint. So it has kind of stone effect. I'm quite happy with the outcome. So now let's go to the living room. Here is my living room. I haven't displayed much, but I did some decor. And I'm going traditional because I have quite a bit of traditional items. I'm sure I'll change my mind in a couple of years, but for time being, I'm going to use what I have. So let's start with these nest tables. Um, these nest tables, actually, I brought from UK. I found them on the streets. They were dark wood. So I painted them, stenciled them, and I have like farmhouse nest tables. Now, this piece, again, I brought from UK, and I remember I paid only £2 at charity shop. This is a stand. I just turn it upside down, and it looks cute just to raise a little bit. I didn't want to put a book because I really wanted to see that design there. So let's move to the sofa. Here are my cushions, and I need your advice. Now, this fabric I found at charity shop, and it was small piece, but I had some fabric, so that's the backing. This one, I had very large tablecloth because my dining table now is small, it's a round one, so it was enough to cut, and it gave me three kind of enough for three cushion covers. I have only two zippers, so today I'm planning to attach the zippers and cover these white cushions. But I need your advice because I have only two, two zippers. Would you keep this or this? I kind of I am aiming for this because the table napkins on the table are this color, the same. Okay, so it's burgundy, plus it matches my throw. But would like to hear your comments. So for time being, that's how it is. Now the coffee table. It might look that I have too much, but I think it's okay. And I like all the items I have. Now, coffee table matches my carpet, but I'm dying to scrape off the top, only the top, to make it neutral, like, natural wood. It won't take me long. It's just a bit messy, so I have to do outside. But you let me know what you think. Do I have too much wood in the house? Should I leave it white? Or um, should I bring back to natural wood? Okay, so that's my coffee table. I Placed some hydrangeas I had. I'm not the best flower arrangement woman, but I stuck something in a black jug. Now, the pumpkins and acorns were made by me. Of course, the wooden one I bought from the shops, Home Sense. These candle holders, you won't believe it, I have probably for 20 years, and I paid for them $2. It was $1 each from garage sale. I'm so glad I bought them because they are unique. And here is my little flower arrangement. Here I have just a candle holder and that burgundy thing. It's like a decor ball. Here is my fall cushion. And this is quite big. I had an old blanket, so I cut it and I made quite a few pumpkins because it's sort of velour. So that's my armchair where I have my coffee in the morning when it's cold outside. Summertime I have on the balcony. Now, I hope you remember the candle holders I did a couple of weeks ago. I showed in one of my videos. Plus this artwork. Please don't laugh, but if I see a canvas, I always think, what can I do with that canvas? So this canvas was given to me by a friend, but it was in rough shape and very weird design. But I knew I can use it for my artwork. So I decided to do this scraping technique just to have some color in my house. I think it turned out okay. And it matches the other one again I shared in the video. This one was kind of splashing effect, Jackson Pollock technique. So both of them, they look kind of similar color and there is some color in the house. These vases as well, they were given to me, so I did stone effect. Now they look nicer and they have gold, and the painting has gold as well. And these wooden kind of flowers I bought for $3.99, quite a lot of them because the vase is tall. And they match kind of, my decor as well. Now, fireplace. These acorns I made myself and they look okay over there. This is just simple arrangement. I had two bottles, so I had to stick them. Now let's move to the kitchen. I think I need a small rug here, at least by the sink, but I cannot find a smaller size. I'll keep looking. For time being, I have this burgundy mat when I'm cooking. So this is my kitchen. As you can see, my red accents are out. Some fall decor, well, is almost all fall decor. So I'll start on this side. Placed a nice towel. Small painting above the stove. It's kind of something related to the fall. Okay. I replace the print. That's my little vignette in this corner. Last year was different. This year I'm keeping a little bit simpler. This is a candle, but what I did, I collected some cherry tomatoes from my balcony and I'm gonna kind of save the seeds. So a couple of them not ripe very well, are not ripe yet. So I'm waiting to ripe, then I'll kind of, take the seeds out, wash them and dry them. And that's my fall decor. Now, I remember somebody was asking me a long time ago what I have in my cabinet. And I think I took a video, but I'll show you what I have. Not kind of, something interesting, but I do keep my teapots over there, cake stand. I got out my soup bowls. I keep my roosters because I like them. For the fall, little pedestals, my tea plates, egg cups, and that's what I have in my kitchen glass cabinet. In the bedroom, I haven't done much either. I just changed my bedding to more neutral. And again, to have some color, I placed those vases, this French sign on the door. What else I did? In that corner, I usually place pumpkins, but again, I'll place them one closer to probably mid-September. I have quite huge pumpkin. I don't know if you can see it, but I created out of a crochet bag. The handle was kind of really damaged. It was given to me, so I decided to make a pumpkin. I don't know if you can see, just place some rosettes and leaves. And here is my pumpkin. If you go to Home Sense to buy pumpkin this size, because it's quite big, it's around $30. So just using my imagination, I can create some decor. And here I added just one pumpkin, again made out of an old napkin. I don't know if you can see. And in this corner, I think I'll leave as it is. Maybe I'll add a small pumpkin. And again, to have some color, I added this print I had for quite a few years. It's orange, so it's kind of fall color. And that's all in the bedroom. This is the part of the hallway, and the door is going to the bathroom. I might change the painting over there, but for now, I just leave it as it is. And here, again, small arrangement I made in a basket of the acorns I made. Some sunflowers, just simple arrangement. And here I have my collection of boxes, baskets. This is my entryway. So here how I decorated. Placed my orange flowers, orange roses. A small pumpkin, again, was made out of a jumper. I think it was a sleeve, so I made a small pumpkin. And the basket is gonna stay there. Again, some of the pumpkins, like these ones, I made myself. I don't know if you can see it. But what I do, I usually crochet a chain, then I glue, and I think it looks a little bit nicer than just plain cord. Here I just replace my candles to fall color. And on this table, as you can see, dried flowers, which I collected from the park during my walks. I dried them. And the print I had from UK. I remember I bought a book for £1, and that book had so many English prints, so I cut them, and I'm framing them. This, I don't know what it is, but I remember there was a car boot sale again back in London, and I paid for just £1, but it's a nice wood piece. And here is my tray. Again, pumpkins made by me. These spindles, I just painted them. They're different colors to match the book. Books I made myself. I mean, the stack books, I painted them, but from Dollarama, those letters, I glued them. This one is humidifier, so even kind of I thought to put in the bathroom, but I like in the hallway because kitchen is next to hallway. So when I cook and after I am done, I just kind of switch this on, so somehow it clears the air. I wanted to replace the artwork to something else, but I thought, well, it's brown color, so I'm going to leave for now. And here, this was a piece of wood. I painted, scraped it, stenciled. And these letters I bought from Dollarama. I think it was $2. And I just glue them there. And I have my fall sign. And that is my decor in the hallway. This reef I made last year, so I'm gonna leave as it is. Unfortunately, it fell down and it broke um, these tails, so I'll have to glue it. Otherwise, I think looks nice. Now let's check the bathroom. I haven't done much in the bathroom. In the bathroom, usually, don't mind me, hi. um, in winter time, like fall, winter, I'm changing all my decor to red because I have lots of red items. And it all started with this little guy because he has a red bow. So I thought, well, black and white, and I'm going to do red. I painted the handle in red. Believe it or not, I didn't have any acrylic paint, so I painted with nail polish, but it works fine. And this little Mrs. I brought her from UK. Somebody gave it to me. So I thought together they look nice. She's not very happy with him. And but yeah, they look nice. Now what I do seasonally, I kind of rub the toilet papers just to as a piece of decor. So that's my decor in the bathroom. Like I said, I haven't done much. I just put some red face cloth. If I find a red cover, then I'm going to replace to red. Believe it or not, this was a piece of, it was a small gown, bathrobe. So I made out of this two of them. One has application, kind of embroidery. So that one I keep for summer. This one is for winter, but I wouldn't mind to add something red. Maybe I can add actually some embroidery. I do have some flowers. Yeah, that's an idea. So here is another project. I'm always into projects. This is the same. I haven't done much. And these are my shelves. These trays, as you know, I do my own kind of, farmhouse trays. These ones are Chanel bag, camellias, they call, I think. I brought them from UK. People were throwing away bags, and I was ripping off the flowers because I thought they look nice. And here I just placed some roses. I replaced the tray. I don't know if you remember before I had neutral ones, so this one is like more wintry thing. Let me close the door. And here I keep just some towels, some shells. This is like temporary orb. It's unfinished because, as you know, I do those orbs and I sold already two of them lately. So this one is almost done. I just need to finish a few more shells. I just don't have time, to be honest. And yeah, then I'll post on Etsy because this is quite big. The other ones were a little bit smaller. Maybe I should keep one for myself. Let's check out my office, my kind of craft room. I like this room because it's facing the main road and I can see some life going on through that window. This green kind of print, I'm not too sure if I like over there, but there is no room to place it, so for time being I'm just keeping there. This is my desk. As I mentioned, over a month ago I bought myself a new laptop, so I need to transfer everything from this one to this one. But I'm just waiting for rainy kind of days when I can sit at home and, you know, quietly and cozying up and do my pictures and transfer all the files. And this is outside, kind of the windows. See, if I had a car, I could check the gas prices. The Shell station is right there. That's the road where I go usually shopping. And it takes me 10 minutes away. The library is there, and there is, I don't know if you can see, you see that road? That's where is the park and train, if I need to take the train. So everything with kind of 5 minutes to the train and the park. And I like sitting here because, like I said, in the evening or in the morning, early in the morning, I like the view and, you know, I like this corner. And far end, I can see the mountains, and there is a lake. It's called Deer Lake. I like going there for my walks. And this is my desk. I have a little radio. When I'm bored of my phone, I listen to the radio. And under this plexiglass, I put things that something kind of meaningful to me. This one, I like this print. This one is one of my collages. I kind of like that too. And this is like, you know, a reminder, just follow your dreams. And this one again is one of my surreal collages. It says on the road. So I still kind of, you know, how can I say, not dreaming because I planned and I have money put aside for a car. I just cannot find the car I want. So I keep dreaming that I'll be on the road soon, going somewhere. And this is a map of Vancouver. As you can see, let me show you where I live on the map. This is Vancouver, and I'm here. It's suburb of Vancouver. Like I said, by train, 12-14 minutes for me to get downtown. And this is like, you know, that's where is the ocean. Everything is there. North Vancouver, West Vancouver is here. See, that's why I like to keep this map. First of all, I know the places, but there are some places I forgot or, you know. So I just look at the map. Okay, where I'm going today or tomorrow. So I make my plans where to go. Because as you can see, everywhere water, water, river, you know, ocean, inlets. Okay, so enough about my desk and my adventures. This one is ready to go on the balcony, but I'll keep it here for now. And these boxes, I keep all my craft supplies. This drawer, as you can see, I found on the streets, and I painted, stenciled, distressed a bit, so I keep my plants here. This is Battersea Bridge on your left-hand side, and that's where I used to work, around that area. So this is very, how can I say, dear to me, this print. And these pictures, all the pictures from my travels. Lisbon, Amsterdam, UK, This one, don't mind me because it's upside down, so I printed wrong. It's from Hungary. In this basket, I keep my sewing machine, and this is the picnic basket. I hope you enjoyed the video on the home tour. I'm very sorry, it's a bit too long, but I didn't want to do two parts because I have another video coming on Thursday.